That's it for the Slammerhouse! Full force!
Full force! Hello, Mark.
Hello, my buddy.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Yes, and
You're
you.
looking well.
Thank you, and you.
I feel like we've been trying to do this for, it must be over a month now, between the two of us both getting sick at different intervals. Yeah, but it's finally great to be able to do it. We've got a new channel member, Joseph Morning. Good to have you on board. Thank you for becoming a member. Johnny says, good Lord, that's a lot of Zazel Slaughter streaming today. So we streamed this morning, my time, and then we streamed on the Slaughter Daughter channel. It's been a big one. We've got David in the house. How are you, David? We've got a howdy from Jim Largo, and he's back again on this side of things too. Dang it, I keep forgetting to switch to my regular YouTube channel. Hello, good to see you. Master Versal Toy Hunter, or Eldor as he goes by, is here. Good to see you. Can't wait to get the figure in hand. Get the figure in whatever variant, but sadly not many mainline stores here get classified. Well, we couldn't get classified Sarge in stores anyway. You had to order him online. A few different ways to do it. The way I did it was Big Bad Toy Store, and Mark, you got yours from where?
Kapow Toys.
Which one?
Kapow Toys.
Kapow Toys. Kapow! Okay.
Yeah.
Ken was here, then went to bed. Thanks for dropping in, Ken. And I think, have I got everyone? Classifieds here. Hiya. And Joe Recondo. If I missed anyone, I'll try and catch up. Good morning. Good evening from me. Good morning to Mark.
Good morning.
So this is a follow-up, Mark, because we caught up when they first announced this. Super excited because we're the two biggest Sarge fans ever, probably in the world. Even more so than Sarge himself, I reckon. And we were super excited when they announced the G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Slaughter, and we started to talk about it when we just had photos. But now that we've got the figure in hand, here's one I prepared earlier. I thought it'd be great if we could catch up. Eddie's disease. And
some freeze.
Nice. That's Arise, Serpento, Arise. That episode. That was a good one. Yeah, I thought it'd be good for us to catch up and just have a bit of a chinwag about good old Sarge.
Speaking of thingy.
Only because you are and Serpentor too. How do they measure up together? Oh yeah, that's appropriate.
Oh well, since I've customized mine a little bit.
Yeah.
He was a bit smaller before. But I put the Valorverse boots on.
Oh, right. How did you do that?
Bit of warm water, pop them off, and pop the other ones back on.
Brilliant. Classified's asking, how many classified Sarges do you both have? That's a good question. I had one opened. I've got one here that, depending on if anyone wants to see it, I'll open one up live on air. How many of you got there?
I've got
Mark,
two there, but one's actually got the Valorverse different boots on.
Yep.
That almost make it look like how it came, but the Valorverse boots are a lot better. Makes it makes them more in proportion. So I've got two loose and one carded.
And one's got dog tags on. Is that what I'm looking at?
No, both got the whistle. One's a different colour.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, one's
custom.
actually got the Metal Elite one on.
Of course, yes. Have you got a preference? Have you got a preference out of the Mattel Elite and the G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe all the way.
Head to toe, G.I. Joe. Nothing beats G.I. Joe. Looking good.
Hasbro, in my Hasbro have made the best Sarge. The legs on the Mattel ones always look dodgy.
The Mattel one's legs for mine, while not super bad, are kind of bowed a little. Hello to Chasing 80 Toys. Good to see you. So yours is too. It's not just mine. I was wondering if it was a regional thing, just because of the humidity that we have here. But yeah, it's sort of I can't get his legs straight.
Yeah, it's the way it's always been.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't feel so bad that it's not just me.
Yeah.
I kind of like the silver whistle on him, though.
Yes. Yeah, it goes well.
Yeah, I think so. It really pops, and it hangs down a little bit further.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, the other thing, the one that I had on there, the thing broke.
What's that?
The whistle.
The whistle broke on your new. Oh, right.
Yeah, round the back of the neck for some reason.
Well, yeah. That's
But luckily, with being a Sarge fan, I got so many accessories.
Jim Largo is partial to the Valorverse Sarge. I'll tell you what I like about the Valorverse Sarge is that it's an older looking Sarge, the grizzled, war torn version of Sarge that's been around and seen a little bit. That's what I like. I like that it's different.
Yeah.
Right, which is why I'm more partial to the version 1 Valorverse Sarge than I am to the version 2. Because I know a lot of people were saying that they wanted a tank top Sarge to look like the Triple T Sarge, but we already have the Triple T Sarge. We don't need another one. We already have that one. The good thing about the version 1 of the Valorverse Sarge was because it looked different. It was an older Sarge. You had the jacket on. It was just something different to go on your toy shelf that didn't look like anything that come before it. And while there's nothing wrong with the version 2 one either, you can just tell that it's closer to his G.I. Joe roots than it is to Action Force, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was done for customizers in mind to swap over and make him into a Triple T version.
See, even this one technically isn't even Triple T Sarge. Because Triple T Sarge, people say, oh, this is closer to Triple T Sarge. But it's like, yeah, I mean, is it though? Like, this even in itself is different to any Sarge that's come in G.I. Joe, other than the size. But previously, we haven't been able to remove the glasses on any G.I. Joe Sarge. This is the first time we can do that. But the campaign cover for the toy for the Triple T was green. Yeah. Whereas this one's brown, like the mail away. So if you can draw comparisons to the Triple T Sarge, sure, because it's got the tank top and the camo pants. But on closer inspection, it does have its differences. Close to the cartoon, not exact. Close to the Triple T Sarge, not exact. So I like to think of it as its own thing.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of Sarge from different. Look, comic book. He's got the boots from the comic book.
Yeah.
The normal black boots like he has in the Triple T one.
Yeah.
So it's
the all green boots sort of do get a bit lost in the pants in the camo.
Yeah, that's why with this one, I changed them to the Valorverse.
Yeah, they're definitely
a darker green.
Yeah, they look good.
Bobby,
you know what?
He does he makes good boots.
Yeah, he does. He makes good boots. He also makes there was a lady that did a jacket for the Valorverse Sarge that was a material. I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the art on the box. I'll pull it out of the box in a minute, but I wanted to show a comparison. I've got this T-shirt. I got this T-shirt. Hello, from Chad, Articulated Chad. Oh, yeah. But this is Adam's art, but they've only gone and added on his tank top the star logo.
Oh, that's very cool.
Isn't that? I wonder why that. I mean, it's sort of. It's not on the toy, obviously. It's not on the box either. They've added that after the fact, and I wonder why. I wonder why they did that.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
That's strange.
So I thought here we go. I'd love to see Hasbro give us a classified scale Triple T. One can only hope. I would like that. The rumor is that there's going to be a transforming Triple T coming down the line. That would be cool too.
Yes.
If and only. Oh, yes. I just bought a T-shirt. Need it. I'll wear it to... very interesting. Yep. So I wonder why they did that, why they added it. Maybe to break up some of the black, because it's a black T-shirt. And so a black T-shirt and then a black tank top, you probably want to break up it a little bit and put the star logo on there. But that's a very modern Sergeant Slaughter, G.I. Joe star logo. But yeah. It's not on the box itself. No. But you can't see much of the box. So this is how we got it, Mark. This is how we got it in the mail. Yeah. In a brown box. Now, do you care Do you care that it didn't come with a window, like a window box, to look at the figure, and you had to open it to see it?
My anxiety was part worrying if it was all the paint apps were good and everything, but
right. But because you got it online, you wouldn't have been able to pick it off the shelf anyway.
No.
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I saw some reviews, and some people had some paint missing on the aviators, and some other paint splotches here and there. This one here that I opened was actually pretty good. There's nothing really there that's an issue. Probably could have been a little bit more cleaner on the paint. Can't really tell here, but on the shoulders, obviously they've just painted the flesh over the black to give him the shoulders, so it sort of blends in. It sort of bleeds through the black, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
The thing is, with mine, anyway, once I get going with mine, I put a black wash over them, then I put some mud over the trousers, and then sandpaper them as well. So mine's a lot darker green now. It
is too. Yeah. I like that. So, what did you use for the pants? A mud wash.
Yeah, a black wash, just some black paint, bit of black paint and some water. Brush it over, leave it, and then wipe it.
I haven't done
While I was doing some photos out the back, I thought, well, he was near some mud, so I rubbed some mud into it.
Perfect.
Mud.
Yeah. Give him a mud bath.
Just left on it and then dried, and it looks, like he's been in the war.
Yeah. We don't want him too clean. I don't mind if I get a second-hand Sarge if he's a little bit war-torn. I like that they've had a little bit of adventure about them.
Yeah, I think that's what I wasn't keen on that, but as soon as I started doing my photos, I thought they look too clean. They need to be a bit more rough and ready.
So the Masterversal Toy Hunter says that he would have liked to have had the window box. I guess if you're not going to open it, then a window box is probably for display purposes. But I think Adam did such a great job on the art that it's at least a good payoff, right? If we have to have it, then at least it looks awesome. I don't have an issue with any of the classified art necessarily, but I do know that I prefer some over others, and I think that Adam Rich's art is up there as being one of the best.
Oh, it's fantastic. The pencil box that I got, that was all windowless, and you just pop it open. Same with the Dr. Mindbender.
So where did you get those ones from?
Mr. Bento, AliExpress.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a place to get it. Yeah. I've not seen anything here online for a local for here, but David says he wanted a Sergeant Slaughter's T-shirt from Slaughterhouse. Well, there's a link somewhere where you can go to my store and pick yourself up a Slaughterhouse shirt. Maybe Classified will throw the link in the chat for you, mate, and you can pick yourself up a Sarge shirt. Classified's got a question for you. Mark, are you hoping for the Triple T Transformers collaborations, and would you collect it?
Yes. I'd have to get it.
Have you got the
certain ones nowadays? But it's the Sarge, and it's one of those. You don't get many Sergeant Slaughter stuffs figures now, so it's got to get.
Well, I mean, we were spoiled for choice last year.
Yeah.
We had the Mattel, we had the Masters of the Universe, we had Valorverse ×2, G.I. Joe. Am I missing one? I don't know, but that's a lot. That's 5 or 6.
Last year's a bit of a blur for me, so it's...
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
So do you have the Masters of the Universe version?
No, I can't find it over here.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get.
We don't even have them in the shops over here.
Well, they're not even making them anymore. They've gone off to... They don't do the Masters of the Universe WWE line anymore. So we'll see. We'll see what we can come up with for you, Mark.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
And that the prices have gone up as well. That explains it then if they're not doing it anymore. On eBay, or Evil Bay.
Yeah, I can't do eBay anymore. I don't even remember the last time I looked on there. It's it's sad, especially the taxes. Classified's got the link there for the Slaughterhouse shirts if you want to pick one up. No obligation to do so, but they are available. I don't plug it very often. I'm not very good at plugging my own merch. But they look something like this.
Very cool.
Yeah. So let's look at some of your Instagram pictures. So I know you're epic at doing customs, but you're also epic at doing the photography, toy action figure photography. And this is just one of the best. That classic Hulk Hogan and Cobra Commander locked in the arms of Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, as soon as the Sarge arrived, I thought, right, I've got to do that picture.
Yeah. Neither of them look very happy to be there.
Yeah. That Hulk Hogan figure's in my opinion, the best one Mattel's done though, that Ultimate.
That does look pretty cool. Is the headband plastic?
Yes, comes off. Yeah.
Because it looks a lot like material. They did a good job on that.
Oh yeah, the shirt's material and it's the best one. The heads that you get rid of, it's proper, looks like Hulk Hogan. Mattel has done the Hulk Hogan very well.
They even got the tan right.
Yeah, finally, yeah, because he's had Ultimate, so many different color tones. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very hard to get it right by the looks of it.
Yeah,
because you don't want it too orange. You want the bronze look. You don't want it too orange.
He's got his pythons as well. His 24-inch pythons, pinless.
Yeah. Is it tempting to get him to rip through that shirt?
You have got one that you can rip. They put one with it.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Oi Zazel, I complimented Mark's Insta shots above. Tell him how great they are from me. Did I miss that?
Oh,
sorry about that. I saw the Triple T one. I saw a Triple T comment. Yeah, well, there it is. There's your compliment.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I keep trying my best.
Well, yeah, you do a good job. But yeah, there's a compliment. Classified must have had a few to drink.
Hello.
Getting a bit rowdy. Liquid cheese color for the Hulk Hogan. Liquid cheese. So we'll keep going through these slides because I took a few to have a look at, and this one I had to start with because it's that classic poster. I need to get a copy of that poster where he's got them in the Cobra clutch. But check out that. The best accessory to come with any action figure ever is an action figure.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's great. I like that they've used the Adam Richards art again for the card there. And because originally when we looked at the art on it when they were showing just the what do they call it? The preliminary shots?
Yeah.
They didn't have Adam Richards art on there. They had I think like the 25th anniversary style. If you remember, do you remember that?
Yeah, from 2010 or something, wasn't it?
2010s one. Yeah, it had that art on it. And
the San Diego ones, yeah.
Yeah, the SDCC one. Yeah.
It's so good. I would love a classified figure. You know, they do the retro style ones.
Yeah.
Big carded figures. That would be a Sarge, a Triple T Sarge, or that type on the card. That would be fantastic.
So I wonder if they'll do a Mad Marauders version of Sarge in the card, maybe.
I think they'll do a Marauder Sarge, considering they're doing all the rest of the gang. So
yeah, well, it's the Mad Marauders now. It's not the Slaughters Marauders.
The Mad Marauders. Oh.
It's they call them the Mad Marauders. So barbecue. When you look at the barbecue box, it says Mad Marauders. Mad Marauders.
Oh.
Yeah. So take a look at that. Mini Sarge is hilarious. Great bonus accessory. I agree. Classified's got a picture there. I don't know if you can tell, Mark, but that's a little Classified in that little icon image there. Love Mini Sarge. Actually wasn't expecting him to be so small. Yeah, well, he's got it where it counts. But I think that it's great because he really is such a spokesman for G.I. Joe that the best accessory for him to come with was one that he could, as an action figure, plug as an action figure.
Yeah.
And he's got such attitude there with his arms crossed. And I like that they didn't copy the stance of the other mini Sarge that used to come with G.I. Joe. Remember those ones?
Yeah, he got his hands on his hips, hadn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Have we had Sarge actually held a classified, and then there's minifigure as well? So it's Sarge holding Sarge holding Sarge.
Well, I'll get a photo of that when I get to Joe Fest. I'll ask him to do it. But I was actually telling him today that asking him how does he sign the mini Sarge if someone wants the mini Sarge signed.
Oh,
and,
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
An idea is that he just puts a thumbprint on the back of it.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, you know, on the back of the mini Sarge?
Yeah.
You know your logo that's on your shirt?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Can you hold it up? Oh, yeah, that is too. Yeah, yeah. It's on the front as well.
Yeah.
So I guess there is some precedence to have it. Oh, yeah. So that's the front of the shirt.
I never
the back
noticed
of the
that until you said about your shirt. So
say again?
I never noticed that on the back of here. It's just
yeah.
I thought it was just a plain back.
No, there you go. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
TJC is in the house. TJC is a another Brit from your neck of the woods.
Ah.
So I can't remember exactly where TJC is from, but if you guys are close by, have a beer on me.
I can't drink because of my heart tablets.
Well, have a juice. Have a glass of water for me.
Water or as proper English, cup of tea.
Oh, yeah, cup of tea. Oh, I love a good cup of tea. So Lawrence Lazar Johnson is in the house. How are you, mate? What kind of tea do you drink, Mark?
Tetley.
Tetley tea. Yeah. Oh, he's from TJC is from Norfolk.
Oh, nice. One of my aunties lives in Norfolk.
Oh, I pronounced it wrong, did I?
No,
Norfolk.
Norfolk. On the East Coast.
Okay, cool.
Nice area. Nice place.
I've never been. One day, I hope.
One day, yeah.
So a brilliant accessory, one for the ages. It's going to be hard to top. When they do another one, and they're going to do another classified Sarge, it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. It's going to be hard to top that as an accessory. The only thing that I think that they could do that would top it is to give him a saluting hand.
That's what's the only thing that's missing is a saluting hand. It needs one.
Look at that. Just brilliant.
That took me forever to stand that figure up in that hand.
Did you try maybe using sticky tack?
You can't see, but there's a tiny bit of blue tack on it.
There is?
I gave up in the end. I thought I'm going to have to use some blue tack.
Well, your secret's safe with us. We won't tell. So a bit of Earl Grey tea or the odd tiger tea. I don't know what tiger tea is. How do you get tea from a tiger? That would be very difficult, I imagine.
Tiger tea. I've had Earl Grey and I like peppermint tea.
I wonder if that's where Peppermint Oil Capsule gets his name from. What's a peppermint oil capsule? I'll ask him one day.
Yeah, it's good for the stomach.
Oh, gotcha. Do you have a Sarge preference? Probably the real life one.
Yeah. I still got to meet that man.
We'll get there. Another jolly good pick. I don't know if Classified also said that it was a good pick, but they'll let me know if I've missed the comment. Awesome powerhouse Slaughter is. Oh yeah, and look how big his biceps are bigger than Hulk Hogan's there, and he's only a little one.
That's what I like about this one. He's got his guns like he has in the cartoon.
Yeah. It's not real life Sarge. It's cartoon Sarge. The first time we've got to see G.I. Joe Sarge without his aviators.
Yeah, it's a very nice face scan, though. It really is.
I think so. They did a really good job of it.
Yeah. If you look at that and then you think this is young Sarge while he's going through it, and then you imagine putting with the Falaverse next to it, the grizzled look and the veteran.
Yeah,
it's a really
like he's seen some stuff between the two figures.
Yeah, he's lost comrades and everything else, and comrades, I should say, comrades.
Comrade, yeah. I know what you mean. Look at them legs. He's got farming legs. He could plow. He could pull a plow with those legs. That is a great shot.
Oh, thank you.
So, did you use sticky tack for this, or you just balanced him precariously on the rock?
Yeah, stood him up.
So, where'd you get the flag and the G.I. Joe symbol?
Both off eBay.
Okay, cool.
There was a pack of flags.
Yep.
About 10 flags. And the G.I. Joe sign is, I can't remember what the name is on eBay, but he does all the logos for everything. I've got an Action Force one. There's Rambo, Mask, everything. They're fantastic. All about £10 each. Okay.
Well, that looks great. It really ties this whole thing together with the swagger stick, the American flag, and G.I. Joe. Yeah, that's a great shot. Where was that taken?
In my back garden.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
I've made.
You don't have to go far.
An area with the rocks and everything for what my dad built and everything. So I've used them now to do a bit of a scenery for me figures.
So Jim Largo says, I like the Sergeant insignia on the Classified campaign cover, but the Valorverse cover has a straighter brim. You could play tiddlywinks with the Valorverse covers.
Yes.
They are a very rigid plastic. They are definitely not going to warp or bend.
No.
If you have a warp or a bend in a Valorverse campaign cover, you don't have a Valorverse campaign cover.
Yeah.
Quick. There it is.
Thank you,
Looks
Classified.
good.
Very kind.
But yeah, there's definitely two different types of plastic in use there.
Yeah, the Valorverse, the hat fits really well for that head. I like on the Hasbro one that he's actually got the bit of extra bit on the hat that sits down on the back, as it should do. The extra bit on the rim, the hat for his head, back of his head.
Well, you've got options with Valorverse Sarge version 2 because it comes with the marine cover as well.
Yeah.
So you can differentiate that way. Look at that look. Look at that. Is that ice or snow, or is it
snow?
Cold snow? Yeah,
snow.
Nice. He doesn't look at all cold or bothered by the cold.
No.
He doesn't care. That's his winter outfit.
He's training more Joes.
TJC is asking if the logo was from eBay.
It was, yes. Yeah. For the life of me, I can't remember the.
If we find it, I'll add it in the description later. But they're definitely
if you
good.
go on and just put G.I. Joe custom logos, it should bring it up.
Well, that makes sense. It'd be odd if it didn't. Usual Mike Television is here, a fellow Aussie. G'day, mate. Good to have you.
G'day.
Yeah. So, what was it? 10 pounds you said for the logo?
Yeah, I'm sure it was about that. Yeah.
Jim Largo says the back garden is great for toy photography, wilderness scenes, especially when I haven't pulled the weeds. Yeah.
Completely agree there, Jim.
Yep. G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. Good on you, cobber.
Dodgy accent for me.
Now look at that shot. You've got Gung Ho, you've got Stalker, and you've got Sarge. Now imagine turning a corner as a Cobra Viper and walking up to those three.
Yeah. I love that Gung Ho. It's fantastic.
So they're the same height, those two, aren't they? It's the same, similar.
Yeah.
If not the same body.
The thing is, with the Valorverse boots on the Sarge, and plus the ground a bit uneven, it does make him taller. Plus, if you know the Gung Ho, those aren't the boots he came with. They're Valorverse Sarge boots.
Oh, cool.
Makes him, yeah. God bless Bobby for making them figures, or else I wouldn't be able to customize all these.
Well, they're definitely Yeah, they look great on him. Is that the Valaverse cover as well, or is that just the regular Gung Ho cover?
Oh no, that's what he came with.
Okay. Because they fixed his cover.
Boots. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one had the wrong hat, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You bloody
and
ripper.
The boots he came with were still like the computer game boots from the first one. So.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all coming with those weird sci-fi-ish boots, and they had the thing attached to them somewhere, the communicator thing.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm glad they moved away from that.
Yeah, I am as well. I think they realised go more classic, old school.
Here he's been out in the dirt a bit.
Yeah.
He definitely does need that salute hand. I mean, that looks cool too. Yeah.
It's like the one finger salute from Clint Eastwood when he's in Kelly's Heroes, you know.
Oh yes.
But it needs a saluted hand.
Is that a different swagger stick, or is that the same one?
I have got a custom one. No, I think that is the one that came with him. I think it's just a bit shinier.
Okay. He's got that different whistle on though, which looks great.
Yeah.
Actually, I do like the little bit of extra length on that whistle.
Yeah, there's not a lot in it, but it does. The whistle's a bit bigger as well.
Yeah. Lawrence says, looks bloody beautiful, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Now, this is a great shot. They're playing G.I. Joe. Now, that's a different swagger stick, surely. That's got to be a different one.
That's my custom one.
Right. Okay. That looks cool. That looks a bit like the original G.I. Joe one.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it's based off, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was another eBay purchase from America.
Okay. Well, it's I think a lot of this stuff, particularly our neck of the wood, you in the UK, me in Australia, we're not quite able to get this sort of stuff locally, and so a lot of our stuff comes online, including action figures, and custom. But that is cool. What are they playing? What's that game? G.I. Joe. Just the arcade game, is it? Yeah,
I think so. It's Snake Eyes anyway. The man.
Yep.
That's on the screen. That I bought that off eBay over here. There's a chap that does all different arcade machines, the Turtles and Mortal Kombat, and all made of wood. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they do look cool. Arcade game from Nintendo. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
TJC says that he may have found the seller for the logos and sent it to me in an Instagram message. Okay, I'll go and take a look in a moment.
Oh, cool.
Trying to get me to do two things at once. We may find it's a bit tricky. I'll add it to Cool Bananas. Lawrence is taking the piss now. I'll have a look after this and I'll add it to the description of the video after the fact. If I go looking now, I'll probably never come back. Whack! Look at that.
Taking out
double whammy. Now, which one's which?
The one immediately in front of you is, I was going to say Zazel. It's Zaymot.
If I can get a punch from Sarge, I'll be happy.
Tomax is getting the elbow. Yeah. You could just see his little scar on his left cheek.
Yeah. So he's getting the punch, but the other guy's feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
They're fantastic, them twins are.
It's weird that they came separately, though, right?
Yeah, I would have liked it in a twin pack. Yeah, like the original ones with the mirrors on the side.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail of the video. Good eye. That is a good eye. Yes, correct. Wham!
My cover picture on Twitter as well.
And that's the old crack him on the head after he's been a naughty boy. You've been a naughty boy, Sergeant Slaughter. But definitely go check out Mark's Instagram. What's your Instagram account called, Mark?
Oh, it's just Sergeant Slammer or Marky Potter.
Yeah. You'll be able to find it on either of those.
Yeah.
Sergeant Slammer is a great a great handle. I couldn't think of a better one for you.
Paying homage to the man I grew up with.
Yeah. Sergeant Slam. Now, if they did a Sergeant Slammer variant for G.I. Joe, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh,
with
yeah.
the Action Force logos and stuff.
I hope they do the Warthog one day in the Warthog Sarge.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I saw
we've never seen...
Someone had done a nice custom of using the classified version on eBay. Putting him in his Warthog gear.
Well, I guess you need a torso with a bullet bandolier, different color. You need tan trousers.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I'm happy for them to just branch out and try something completely different.
Yeah.
Do something new. We've never seen Zazel and Zaymot in the same room at the same time. True. That is true. What do we got here? I've found the Sergeant Slaughter auction of the figure in hand you've showed before, so it did not sell there. But it's not been. Are you talking about this one, Masterversal Toy Hunter? If you're looking for one of these, Big Bad Toy Store might still have them available for pre-order. That's where I got mine from, Big Bad Toy Store. If they're still available.
Hasbro Pulse in the UK still haven't had them in.
They haven't had them at all?
No.
What? That's mad.
I think they're still waiting.
That is incredible. How?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. Everybody's getting there from In Demand or Kapow Toys now instead of Hasbro.
Yeah, right. Well, they don't open up their orders for Australia anyway, so I can't get them from Classified's gone and thrown your Instagram in there. So thank you. That's
thank you. That's right. Thank you. That's very
chat champion. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Australia. Oh yeah, Australia. We couldn't order any from there. So before they announced that they were going to be on Big Bad Toy Store, I was in a panic. I was like, how am I going to get this action figure? I don't know how to do it. Yeah. But the thing now, Mark, just between me and you, the dangerous thing about Big Bad Toy Store is that you can pre-order with no money down.
Yes.
So you can throw out there 10, 20, 30, 50 pre-orders for Sarge and think, it's all right, I'll pay for it later. And before you know it, they're going, okay, we've charged your card now. Thanks for your pre-order. And you're like, oh no, how many did I pre-order? So that's the danger. The danger.
But they're a good place, Big Bad Toy Store. I've had many things off them.
Oh yeah, I've never had any issue with Big Bad Toy Store. They always pack their stuff really well. Always lots of bubble wrap. Very well packed. And I like that they have the option to do a pile of loot. So you can just add the things up and then post it all at once. Because postage can be the real killer too.
Yeah, that's the only thing sometimes.
Shall I open this sucker up and have a look?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it. I don't really have a preference for which side I open. All right, so I'm going to open it from this side. When I pull this out, is it going to be upside down or a right way up?
Right side up.
Right side up? All right, let's take a look. Right side up. Very cool. Good
artwork's fantastic.
It's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. It doesn't need that star or anything on there that the t-shirt has. I don't hate it on the t-shirt now that I've looked at it a little bit more, but it doesn't really need it, and the figure doesn't have it either. So yeah, just brilliant art. And it's got an homage to the comic. It's got an homage to the commercials. He's holding Sarge and holding Sarge at the same time. And there's a cartoon inspiration down there as well. And there was a little bit cut off at the bottom. Where? Here. There was a little bit more from the original art that was cut off. I wonder if it's on here.
Yeah. Isn't he punching Cobra Commander?
Yeah. It's on the t-shirt. All right, cool. In the t-shirt, let me just get to the... Sorry, Mark. Trying to get to the... I don't know if you can see it there.
There he is, yeah.
Yeah, he's punching Cobra Commander, and Cobra Commander's falling to his doom.
That's it, yeah. I love the side bit with the aviators, and it's got the planes.
Yeah, how cool is that? So is he laying on his back watching these planes go overhead? But on the back, there's that logo again that was on the shirt there. There's all the bits and pieces that it comes with. Now, mini Sarge, brilliant. Now the gun, I got a full disclosure, Mark. I know nothing about guns. Nothing at all. I do know that people are having an issue with the gun that it came with, but I couldn't tell you why. And I also, in full disclosure, Mark, I don't ever pose my Sarge with a gun anyway. I'm not against guns. I don't care about guns. I'm not against them. I don't care if you pose your Sarge with a gun, but there's just something about having Sarge holding his swagger stick and pointing that's good enough for me, as Cyndi Lauper would say.
Yeah. I only did the one with it was with Stalkers of the Gun. Because, you know, but with my Sarge, I'd rather just, you know, I'm used to seeing him just battling with his fists.
Yeah.
You know, and he fires a gun a bit in the movie. He doesn't in Arise Serpentor. He just beats everybody up.
So every time that he picks up a gun in the G.I. Joe cartoon and in the movie, every time he picks up a gun, he always finds a way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right? He never holds on to it for very long.
No. He's not into guns at all.
Well, he doesn't need it. He's got the Cobra Clutch and the Slaughter Cannon.
Yeah.
Should I go further and open the box?
Yes.
All right, I'll open it from the bottom. I don't really have a preference over top or bottom, but that's a weird sentence to say on the internet.
Is it held in with a string?
There is a bit of string actually poking out. So that's what we're looking at when we open up the bottom.
Ah, yeah, you've got the little foot locker.
So how cool is that? So I'll pull out the action figure first.
Yeah.
He's got his fists. The paint seems to be pretty good. He's held in there with twist ties that are made of, I guess, like a paper.
Yeah, it's almost like a paper string, isn't it?
Yeah, paper string. Now, because when you think about it, it would be a bit weird if they were cutting down on plastic and then held them in there with plastic ties. So I like that they've at least committed to it. They're like, no plastic, and they've done that. They've tied them in there. I reckon if you really wanted to, you could burst out of there. He don't look very happy. He's like, what is this? I could break out of that. But it's a nice little housing for him. And one of the things that don't get mentioned too often is, I'll just put the box down there. I'll worry about that later. Is the box that he comes with is like a footlocker. Sergeant Slaughter, and it's got the little pin codes on there.
Yeah.
See, now they could have just made this a little cardboard box, but they've decided to add it as a makeshift accessory. You can use this for your dioramas or whatever. It's got his name, pin pad. I wonder if it's, I wonder what his code would be. I'll ask him. It'd be weird if it was 53.
1948.
There you are. Handles on the side. I just think this is a really cool idea. If you're gonna put cardboard in there to hold the stuff, make it a footlocker. Brilliant idea. It's a brilliant idea. Jim Largo's giving me some knowledge of, as far as guns are concerned. He goes, the skinny end is usually pointed at the enemy. That's the extent of my pew knowledge. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I don't know much. I've never fired one, so I wouldn't know.
What issues have people been having with the gun?
From memory, I think they were saying that it's not an American gun. It's a Russian gun.
Yeah, AK-47 style thing. Yeah.
Right. Hey, Phil. Phil's our Kiwi in Japan. Good friend Phil.
Yeah. Hello, Phil.
Yeah, we love Phil around these parts. You can never have your fill of Phil. Oh, Classified's caught up. Yes, Phil is here. Well done. They were saying that the weapon isn't American. the justification. The justification some people are saying is that he's taken it off of a enemy troop and he's using it like when he broke out of what's it called, the Terradrome.
Yeah,
he picks up a vital weapon.
Yeah.
So if nobody told me
M16 or an M60 or something or other.
Well, I mean, it could have been anything. I wouldn't have noticed. So my lack of gun knowledge meant that I had no idea it was any other weapon than whatever. I was like, I don't know. It just looks like a cool looking gun. I'll say that. But like I said, it doesn't really bother me. All right, I'm gonna.
I wasn't going to use it anyway.
No, but it's nice to have something, but for options. So at least the option is there. All right, so I'm just going to enter the code so I can open up his footlocker. Doot, 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 doot. Success! It did it.
Well done.
Well done.
Was it 1948?
How did you know?
It's the year he was born.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. All my passwords are the year I was born. Don't try it at home, kids. We've got the little bits of info warning. Don't eat it. Fair enough. Now,
someone will be emptying your bank if you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was kidding, guys. Don't try it. As I frantically try and change my PIN number. So
he was kidding, but as soon as this stream ends, he's.
If I go off air for a second, so I have such a slaughter disorder that I will keep the slip and all the ties that I untie, I'll keep those in the box as well. I'll keep all of that in there. That's a sickness. That's not normal.
I've done that with my Sarge, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but it's just garbage, and I'm keeping everything. This paper bag, I'm going to keep that.
It's very cool with the Cobra logos and the Joe logo.
Yeah, I think so. The return of the
because they didn't have to do that.
No, but it's a very thin sort of. It's almost like wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So we'll tuck into that in a moment. His aviators come in this little box here. You can just see them poking through. So they've taken real genuine care into making sure that his stuff doesn't get bent. His whistle and his campaign cover, again, taken very good care of there. And this must be the gun that they've got in
it
here.
Is.
I won't bother opening up those little bits and pieces. But we will have a look at the rest of his accessories. So I'll get into this bag, this tough as nails paper bag. If you give me a moment. 1 moment, please. So the first thing I pull out of this bag is his campaign cover.
Yeah. Nice straight brim. See, the Mattel ones were always a bit bent,
Oh, those were the worst ones. Those are shocking.
Yeah.
The design of them, very good, but definitely some warpage. All right, I'm going to empty out this bag into my hand. I've got everything there. So one of the things that they bring out is I think that's a scope for the gun.
Top of the gun, yeah.
And the magazine for the gun.
Yeah.
I'll throw that in there. So the type of hands you get is the Cobra clutch hand ×2. So you get 2 of those. You get 2 gripping hands. And when you've been very, very naughty, 2 pointing hands. Absolutely 0 saluting hands.
Yeah.
Which I hope they do rectify.
Because the thing is, all they've got to do is Snake Eyes comes with a karate chop hand.
Right. Yeah.
Shang's one of the Marvel Legends does as well, and they're all Hasbro, so it should be easy enough to do.
Shouldn't it? It's like the easiest thing. But then my favorite accessory, little classified. Fuck, how good is that?
He's so cool.
I honestly didn't realize it was going to be
And then he slides out as well. That's what.
Yeah, yeah. So you can unpack him. Yeah.
Yeah. And put him back in, and then you can't lose him there.
That's a lot of hands. That's handy. It is handy.
That's handy.
If only it was just one more handy. All it needed was just one more hand. That's it. That's all they needed. They could have just taken away the gun for all I care and given us a salute hand. But Sarge has mentioned it.
He did. He mentioned it to Emily, didn't he? So
yeah. So Classified unpacked her classified action figure for the profile picture there. It's probably lost now if you haven't put it back in. You know what? I reckon
I did me pictures, then he had to go back in here, or else I'd lose him.
Well, that's right. I reckon that in a few years' time, that will be the accessory that people talk about as saying that they lost.
Yeah.
Because in what would it have? So the swagger stick was obviously the missing piece always for Sergeant Slaughter in the regular line.
That's it.
And so I reckon that the mini Sarge will be the modern era easily lost accessory. But I'm definitely going to get that one, the mini one, signed by Sarge as well, because I just think that'll be funny to have Sarge holding a little signed Sarge. But yeah, that's my plan. It's just so brilliant.
And the artwork on it is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm honestly, sincerely glad that they went with the Adam Richards art for that, because it made no sense that they were recycling the 25th anniversary Sarge for the preliminary pics.
Yeah. It's so well detailed as well. It's not like it's blurred or anything. It is fantastic. Really good. Adam knocked it out the park.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Facebook user, you haven't let them use your name, so you'll have to announce who you are. No itty bitty ditty bag. I'm gutted. Missed opportunity. Well, you know, this is only the first one to come out. You never know what might come in the next one. But he doesn't need. I don't think he needs an itty bitty ditty bag. That's just a threat. It's a threat of being able to put you in one. It's not like he carries one around to use as. Oh, it's Andrew. How are you, Andrew? Good to see you, mate. G'day, Andrew. But yeah, it's what other accessory could you think of, Mark, that to give to Sarge? Could you think of anything else? A microphone, maybe? Have you seen the who did it? The megaphone accessories for Sarge. There's a third party that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was quite good. Yeah.
Oh, someone in the chat, let me know who they are, because they did a really good job. Yeah, it comes with a megaphone. It comes with a new belt. Comes with a water bottle, a canteen. I'm trying to remember who the company is that did it.
Yeah, it's a third-party company, isn't it? I can't.
Yeah. That's gonna bugger me. Another poor choice of words. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's not really much else you could give him, really, because he didn't really come with a lot of different accessories.
Well, he never really did, no. He only ever came with a swagger stick or a vehicle.
Yeah, the vehicle. I might have an in there on that vehicle.
So, do you think that they'll bring out the Transformers? And if so, who do you think they should have transform into the Triple T? Because at the moment, Stalker comes with the Ore Striker that turns into Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And Baroness comes with the His Tank that turns into Megatron. So what are we thinking for the Triple T?
I would say Optimus Prime, but he'd have to be red.
Well, no, not necessarily, because the Ore Striker, when it transforms, it's still green, but when it transforms into Bumblebee, that's all his robot parts are yellow.
Oh, well, that works then, yeah.
Yeah, so it could be whatever in the shell. So that the Triple T can still be that white, grey, and then when it transforms, the inside robot parts could be whatever color. So it could be Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Hound?
Well, yeah, Hound was my second choice. Hello, Gazz.
What was your first?
So from the bottom, I thought Ironhide might make a good option because he's a soldier. My second, so that's bottom choice. Middle choice was Hound because I thought just because of the military Jeep side of it.
Yeah.
But then you really miss out on having him be like a vamp or something. But my number one pick for, I'll see if I can, I'll pick it up. I'll grab the image that I grabbed today. Let me show you. Let me show you. So that's the comic that I was talking about today, where Sarge is in the going up against Superion. But have you ever read that comic?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, so that's issue 2 of the G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Sarge wearing the white tank top on the left-hand side there, whereas a blue one inside. Yeah.
Oh, he's got dog tags there. Is that dog tags or whistle?
I think it's a whistle. I think it's a whistle, personally. But bit hard to tell. But I was talking about how Sarge has already interacted with Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, because that's Nemesis Enforcer. But my number one pick was, so it went from Ironhide to Hound. My number one pick, Grimlock.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because it's Grimlock. What more do you... Gridiron Toys. Thank you very much, Classified. That is it. Gridiron Toys. Thank you. They had the accessory pack. So the reason why I think Grimlock would make a good choice for the Triple T is because Sarge leads a ragtag group of renegades, and they do what they want wherever they want, and no one can tell them what to do, right? Except for Sarge. Now the Dinobots are led by Grimlock, and the Dinobots are a group of ragtag Autobots that pretty much go and do what they want, however they want, and no one can tell them what to do except for Grimlock. So I thought that'd make a real good team up.
Yeah.
So you can still have the mostly grey color like the Triple T, and then when you transform, bring out some of that gold.
That would be a good choice, actually. Yeah.
And you've got your looking crossover, in my opinion.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Thanks, I thought so.
Yeah, if they do like Optimus Prime with Duke or something or other.
Well, you would think so. I'm honestly surprised they put Stalker and Bumblebee together.
Yeah.
I thought that was an odd combination, but obviously Bumblebee's the selling point for kids.
Yes.
And Stalker is a selling point for classic G.I. Joe fans.
Did you get the Megatron?
Well, yeah, and the Megatron Hiss is, that's an easy sell. Did you get one?
No, I haven't. That's what I just asked. Did you get one?
I did get one, yeah, but I got it just so I could have the Baroness figure, really.
Ah, yeah. No, I've seen one, and it's very cool, especially when you transform it as well.
Yeah, I think that I think every toy has its issues, and the Megatron has its issues, but for the most part, I think it's a pretty good combo. And when transformed, you can't even tell that that's a Decepticon.
No.
So they've really held back just slapping it with Decepticon logos, which I thought was pretty good, and just let the Hiss tank be a Hiss tank.
Yeah.
Phil agrees that the color works well with Grimlock. Yeah. Me let Slaughter lead for now. I don't do a very good Grimlock.
It would be a good match, actually. Yeah, I never thought of Grimlock.
Well, yeah, it's just when I thought about it, I was like, well, Sarge sort of does his own thing. He's a leader, but he doesn't really stay with the core group. He just goes off and does his own thing, comes in every now and again. It's kind of
doesn't answer to anybody, does he? So,
well, no, I mean, Hawk answers to him at one point. So they're doing a Soundwave Thunder Machine, which they say will be Phil says will be epic, and Phil, I agree.
Oh,
yeah, did you hear about that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I think they said that it was going to come with Zarana and Xandar. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Phil, but I think that's what they said they were coming with. Xandar and Zarana. Mark's just gone to you dipped out there for a minute, Mark.
Someone tried to ring me.
I thought you were going to go and look for the Soundwave Thunder Machine.
No.
So I think
that will.
Yeah, so I think it's coming with the twins. Are they twins?
Yeah.
Or are they just brother and sister?
They are brother and sister. They do look a bit alike, but
yeah, more so than
we need a classified Xandar now.
Right. So some people are like, "Oh, I prefer Soundwave to be a cassette player," but the way I see it, right, these are robots in disguise. They're not locked into one disguise. They're not robots with a disguise. They can change. They've done it before. Yeah. They didn't come to Earth as a tape player. They came to Earth as Soundwave was some weird street lamp in the original G1 cartoon. It was weird.
Yeah, he was his cassette player because he had Bumblebee, Laserbeak, and everybody pop out of his chest, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah, but when he transformed in the pilot episode of Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, he turns into some sort of side street lamp.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, in the original cartoon.
I know when they brought him back in the films, he was a satellite, and then he was a.
Well, that makes sense. Though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
a satellite, I understand. That's a pretty good upgrade from a tape deck. But yeah, if you're going to turn him into a car, that's fine too. It's not. Yeah, like Optimus Prime doesn't have to be a truck, but he does a lot. But if he wanted to be a jet, that's fine. Turn into a jet. Some of the disguises are a bit wishy-washy, like turning yourself into a sports car with specific sporting insignias. Yeah, that's a little bit not really much of a disguise there.
People would just be happy to get the Thunder Machine now because it's fantastic. We need a HasLab classified one of them.
That would be huge.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
With Thrasher and then the rest of the Dreadnoks and everything.
Well, they've only done the cycle, right? The Ram cycle. Is that the only vehicle they've done so far?
Yeah. I'm sure they can do an Ore Striker or something else. I think they are planning to do something, but not a HasLab, one that you could actually buy from the store or online,
So many people want the flag, right? But let me tell you something. Oh, by the way, TJC says that Soundwave does turn into something like a lamp on the side of the road. Let me tell you something about the flag, right? You don't need the whole flag. All you need is the command center part of it, the deck, right? What is that called? The command center part of the flag. I'm not a military person. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like that structure.
Oh yes, yeah.
So if you just had that, if they just made the structure and sold that, you could put it on any table you want, and that could then become the flag. Have like maybe a rollout thing, a rollout mat to put on the table. But yeah, that's all you really need. You don't need the whole base.
You can't make the flag like it was back in the day. It's over 7 foot long, isn't
it? Where would you put it? That's what I mean. Just your table, your kitchen side table could be the flag. Excuse me.
That would cost a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Canning Tower. I'm not sure. Conning Tower? I'm not sure what it's called. The tower on a now I've forgotten what the flag's called. I'm gonna say a super destroyer, but it's not that. Aircraft carrier.
Aircraft carrier,
yeah. What is the tower on an aircraft carrier called? Whatever that is, that structure would make a good play set. Yes. You don't need the whole thing. In my opinion, you don't need the whole thing. Anyway, that's our look at Classified Sarge. Definitely one of the best to come out in recent times. I'm looking forward to whatever comes out next. I would be happy for them to just do a O-ring version now. If they do an O-ring version, I do hope that it's a little bit different. If they're going to do the Triple T because if they do the Triple T and it's a Transformer, then it'll come with a O-ring style Sarge, right? Now, the good thing about that is that so far, every Transformer that's come out, the G.I. Joe has come on a card. So it's an opportunity for us for the first time to get a Triple T Sarge on the card.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It would be pretty cool. But my only ask would be that if they're going to do that, then switch up the colors a little, like changing them up a little bit. So make his campaign color brown instead of green, quite like what they've done here, to make him a little bit more like the cartoon.
Yes.
Because Triple T side has a green campaign cover. Give him a brown one and make it so you can differentiate between what came out before and this one.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's still the same but different. A bit more closer to the cartoon colors, I think would look good. And then, it's a little bit different. I can add it to my collection and it won't look like every other Triple T. But having him on a card would look brilliant.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Another
Massive
opportunity for a signature and everything. People are wanting to sign it and everything. So it's
exactly.
Yeah.
Plus the box would be half Transformer, half G.I. Joe as well. So if they do, is the actor who did Grimlock still around? What was his name? Greg Berger, I think his name was. Something Berger. If he's still around, that'd be cool. What's Phil laughing at? What are you laughing at, Phil? I didn't say anything funny. I stand by everything I said. Master Vessel Toyanda says, awesome stream there. Thank you and good journey all. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Thank you, and to you.
Laughing at that. That's that big O-ring now, mate. Coffee ring. Oh, yeah, because you put your coffee down on the flag is a transforming coffee table. Yeah. I get it. That's funny. That's funny. Have a big coffee ring on the side of the table there. I had a comic that I really, really loved, and I accidentally put my cup of tea down onto it and left a big tea ring. Yeah. But made it unique. Yeah, great stream, guys. Follow Mark on Instagram. Yes, please.
He's followed me on Instagram. Someone has popped up. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, check out Mark. He's got a new follower from TJC. Do check out Mark on Instagram. You will not be disappointed. He doesn't just do Sarge pictures as much as I have been hammering on about them tonight. He does all sorts of action figure photography, including Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe. I think you've done Thundercats.
Yeah.
Wrestling is on there.
Predators.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the Predator ones are brilliant. When you've got Dutch, that looks a lot like Arnold. They did a good job with that.
Necker did him fantastically, yeah.
Yeah. Any issues with quality control?
No, all fine.
Nice.
All fine.
Yeah. Epic
it would be nice if they could redo him now with their ultimate style with the different hands and double jointed elbows, and that would be cool.
Oh, okay, so they've updated their articulation since, have they?
Yeah. Because the last lot of Predator pitches I put on there is the Mezco Predator.
Oh, okay.
Which I forgot I pre-ordered. Oh, Jim Largo's just followed me on Instagram. Thank you. I forgot.
Oh, you got a notification? Good stuff.
Yeah, pre-ordered it before Dad passed away, and it arrived the other week.
I get stuff show up all the time that I forgot that I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Mostly Masters of the Universe stuff. That stuff is so far back that by the time it shows up, I'm like, oh, man, I forgot I was getting that.
Yeah, so it's the thing with Mezco figures, they take forever to come out. And with everything that happened last year, I forgot all about it. It's fantastic, though. Really nice. Really nice figure.
I've yet to lose anything in the mail, thankfully. Alrighty, so we'll leave it there, Mark.
Oh, Epic Insta. Thank you.
We'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining us. I had a ball talking Sarge as always. We'll have to catch up again sometime soon, Mark. We want to get you on an episode of Incoming Transmission with Space Commander so we can talk some Action Force, full force. But so that's your time zone, so you should be able to join us. We'll get TJC on an episode of Incoming Transmission too. So get all the Brits on board. Looking forward to my Action Force Redux comic and collector's guide arriving soon. Yeah, that is going to be a good book. But thank you everybody for joining us. Mark, thank you for hanging out with us. Sorry, my voice is starting to give out.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll play the outro and then we can chat behind the scenes for a little bit. and then we'll head off. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Let's
Thank you.
hit for the Slammerhouse. Full force.